Aloha, Talofa, and Ia Ora Na, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Kananilokelani and I'm your favorite Polynesian dancer here on YouTube. As you can tell from the title, the video today is a tips and tricks to better your Ori Tahiti Solo or your Tahitian dance solo performance for solo competition specifically. So if that is something that you are interested in or something you are currently doing as a dancer and competing in competitions, then this video is perfect for you. I get a lot of questions asking me, do I need to have a theme? Do I need to have a theme? And I'll say this first, that having a theme in your Ori Tahiti competition solo is definitely a more recent aspect that leaders and judges and ra'atira and masters want you to apply to your dancing. Back then, it used to be a lot about stamina and the athleticism of a dancer, seeing how fast their fa'arapu is, how long they can stay in their tifene position or going down and up, and just having a really great fa'arapu and proper no shoulder movement and everything down low, just going at it, right? That was definitely the start of solo competitions. That's how it happened. Or that's what they were looking for. Nowadays, our judges are changing, and our more recent judges are very much looking for storytelling and a theme. There's a few ways where I attack having a theme, or in Tahitian, your tumu parau. Tumu means the base, parau means to speak, so the basis of what you're speaking about in Tahitian. For your tumu parau, I think of it two ways: a literal story or an intention. A message: I want women to feel beautiful, strong, and powerful. So for me, I can translate that into woman. I can give a confident demeanor, bringing power into that. So example, when you're on stage, you don't want your body language to be timid if you're talking about powerful women. You want your shoulders to be back, your chin to be high, and you to have this very confident, energy and vibration coming out of you and through your eyes, right? For me, that's a tumu parau. For me, that's also worked. When I show, if I want to talk about someone dying or someone falling apart or sad, my body will incave. I will drop my eyebrows. I will talk about a lot. I will do a lot of movement on the floor, because when I translate destruction or something sad happening or something falling apart in my life, I think about me on the floor. One of my great teachers and Auntie Kiki Solia, she is my Samoan Siva teacher all of my life, and also a dear friend of my parents. And she had taught me one time, she says, when you talk about the ocean, you translate that movement below your belly button, below your pico, below your pito. When you talk about something in the sky, you talk about God, you talk about the birds, the wind, and all those things, you translate with your hands above your head. So hopefully that will give you a direction on how to tell your story or choreograph, right? If I'm starting to talk about the growth of a child, right? In my story that I'm telling, my child begins as a young child and grows up into be an adult. I will maybe begin my performance in clothes as a symbol of some sort of cocoon, mama's belly, like inward shelter type of thing. I don't know if that makes sense. And then my first movement might be some pushing and opening and growing and rising from the bottom up to symbolize that I am growing, I am moving forward, I am becoming something, right? When you lose something, you tend to go the opposite way. So if your story was how you are an adult and you want to find that inner child again and be free and loving and fun and things like that, or I don't know, something like that. I'm just kind of going off of anything that pops in my head. My body will start to move downwards and upwards and downwards and upwards. Why? Because that's what my story is. As an adult wanting to be a child, it's a confusing place. As a child wanting to be adult, it's a confusing place. You constantly have trials and tribulations, right? So you can tell that same emotion or message with the way you direct your body. I hope that makes sense. That is a few tips about the whole tumu parau conversation, and then how you can execute that. Or a lot of times an instructor will say, I want you to talk about the ocean, period. Just want you to talk about the ocean. You take that word ocean, and it's one of those things that you used to do in school. You know, when you put a word in the circle and then you go like that and you have your ideas about that. So you have ocean in the middle of your chart, And then you go out and you say, what's in the ocean? What, where, when, and why. What's in the ocean? Where is the ocean? And am I in the deep blue? Am I in the coral reef? Am I right at the sand? Why am I in the ocean? Am I an animal? Am I a swimmer? Am I a voyager? And then where am I going? Or am I on a boat? Am I swimming? Am I searching for something, right? And that will help direct the single word type of tumu parau. You can have a story, you can have an emotion, and you can have a word. And you execute one of those, all of those in your movement. And to me, it is a tumu parau. Because with a tumu parau, again, it's the basis of what you're talking about. It doesn't need to be a legend, and it doesn't need to be a full written story, but it can be. You just need to be talking about something. The opposite of that would be a basic solo where you have your hands in standard positions, here, 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 and you just do your basic steps. Storytelling would be here, 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 right? I'm thinking flower, smell the flower, right? I'm showing you, I'm translating words with my hands in my body. If you're doing the full-on story, then I would break up each sentence. If the sentences are, I went to the store with my mom, we saw the sun, saw some birds, bought a flower and went home. Then I would break up each sentence. I went to the store, and in this sentence, I would write below it. So if it's I went to the store, right below it, I'll say something like, haere tifene, hands out like a serving platter. As in like, I'm gonna go to the store and I'm gonna buy something and put it in my backpack. I'm gonna buy something here and hold it or give it to my mom or something like that, right? And then the next sentence is, I saw a bird. How did I see the bird? Was the bird on the floor? Was the bird in the sky? Was the bird to the right or to the left? And then in choreography terms, you connect the last sentence. So if the last sentence, I did my entire choreography to the right, then when I see the bird, I saw the bird to my left. And that is a way to make your choreography more symmetrical. So you're not constantly facing one side, you're not constantly to the front or to the back or something like that. It helps work your angles, right? So you think right, left, front, and back, up and down. You think, what's my word, who, what, where, when, and why. You take each sentence and you write below the movement, the basic step you're gonna use, and the direction you're gonna use it. I so hope that is making sense. Okay, so I threw a lot of information at you and it may be confusing, and I apologize if it is. This is my style of teaching, and I kind of actually really want you to like think about the words that I'm saying. Like really take apart everything that I'm saying. Again, I didn't get up and I wasn't a physical demonstration, but hopefully I jogged your brain. And if you are an experienced dancer, nothing crazy, a beginner to advanced, but have a basic knowledge of Ori Tahiti and Ori Tahiti competitions, then I think you'll be able to understand what I'm saying. If you have any questions, please ask them down below. Maybe in my videos too, I'll pop your question up and then I can answer it for you. So I hope you enjoyed today's video. Choreographing is not something that's easy, and it's something that takes a lot of time, especially if it's new to you and you're not normally like that. Some people are naturally a choreographer. For me, I was naturally a freestyler, and I really enjoyed the way that I freestyled, and I derived my choreography skills or whatever off of how I freestyled, because I wasn't naturally like that. There's two types of dancers to me in my world. When I teach, I think that there's two types of dancers. There's the mathematician and then the writer. The mathematician is someone who needs choreography. The writer is someone who's more free and wild with their movement and needs to be controlled. I was that person. I was a freestyler, and I needed to learn how to tweak my dancing and control it so it wasn't messy. I needed it to be clean. I needed my story to be obvious, and my dance skills, my basics, to be strong and done. But for now, those are some tips to creating choreography to help control your brain, or if this is something newer to you, maybe it sparks your brain. Things like this, it's what I'm passionate about, and I'm really grateful for you clicking on this video. If you stayed to the end, you are the one. Please comment a blue heart. If you stuck out this long, I want to see a heart in the comments below so I really know who the true ones are and who's really here with me. Fa'aito ito, and good luck, and you are awesome, and you're beautiful, and you're wonderful, and you can do this. Have a beautiful day. Stay blessed, stay dancing, and stay safe. And be kind and loving to everybody and compassionate to others. Have empathy for others, and just don't forget to smile. Anyway, I'm gonna keep talking. Everyone have a beautiful day. I love you and good luck. Goodbye.